basically what you're paying for. Because if one of us or both of us is homeless, this show is not going to survive. Okay? Because I am not doing this from a box on the sidewalk on Pico. It's not going to happen. We're not going to be like sitting there in the cold on a rainy December night, like, oh, you know, it's so cold here in LA with the snow, and
we'll share terror for food.
Oh, you know, and I got to keep the show going. I got to keep the show going. Where's the Wi-Fi late at night? You know, we're going to have to do it out of Starbucks or something. You know, that we don't want to have to end up like that way. And this show is too important to see die because you won't give $100, right? So please, my friends, you've got to keep the show going. It's an important show. We're teaching you Torah. We're bringing you the best Jewish entertainment on the internet, bar none. We're teaching you the Torah. We're making entertainment. You get to listen to Levi and his 3 women. Where else are you going to hear about that, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so you get it all. You get Levi's stories. You get some Torah from the rabbi. It's all good, right? So please, dig deep into your wallets. Make a commitment that you're going to give $100 every month to one or both of us, or you're going to gather together other people, because we want a goal, and we want to meet it very soon, of 10 people total, right, giving, so that each of us, 10 people at least to each person, so each of us will have $1,000 guaranteed, and the money should be sent out every month on the first day of the month, and that way that Levi and I can get that money the first week of the month, every month, and we know that we have some sort of parnasa. Like, we're not going to lose, you know, our apartment or whatever it is. You know, we can make the minimum payments and keep this show going. Okay? So that's what we expect. That's what we're asking for. So please, folks, let's make that happen. Okay? $1,000. We're not asking for $1 million here, right? But if somebody wants to give us $1 million, we're not going to turn it down. Right? I've never turned down $1 million in my life, right? I'm not going to do it, right? So, but all we're asking for is $100 from you, 9 people. Let's make it happen. We already got 1 person out there. Thank you to that person, and that's all I want to say for right now. And I'm going to bring that up every week until we get that goal of 1,000 per person met, and the checks are coming in regularly at the start of the month. I'm going to continue to drive you guys nuts with it. So let's make that happen. All right, lady, take it away. What's the next thing we want to talk about?
I just got a few notes on the Parashat, so why don't you...
Okay, so I wanted to go into another thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk about Osama bin Laden. Maybe some of you have heard of this fellow. Kind of made the news last week. The reason why I want to talk about him is because everybody's talking about it, and I've got like a lot to say on it. And you can chime in too on it, because I'm sure you've got several opinions of your own.
Maybe.
As we all know, he was knocked off last week by the Americans. Supposedly knocked off. However, you have to take some people's words on this that he was even knocked off.
Right.
Because there's apparently footage of him being killed. You know, reportedly. Has anybody seen the footage? Have you seen the footage?
Well, I think Michelle and Barack watched it late at night just before.
Who?
Michelle and Barack.
Who's that?
Michelle Obama, Barack Obama.
They did, but you have to take their word for it. Now here's the problem. Here is the problem with this whole story. They claim that there was a footage of it. I've not seen the footage. They claim there were photographs of it, right? But they elected not to release the photographs. They elected to go in and kill the guy in person rather than send in a bomb or a predator or whatever they call a drone, because they wanted to make sure that they actually got him. Who gets to make sure? Only on a need-to-know basis. I have to believe Barack Obama, right? My believability in him is already rock bottom. I feel like every time he goes up to the podium, he starts lying. Like, it's like Pinocchio. You can see his nose getting longer. Every time, and this has been going on for 2 years. I mean, he just... Seriously, the guy is almost a pathological liar. He's your typical politician. He goes up there and he lies. You know, and then right before this Obama thing went down, there was the question of his birth certificate. Right? Do you believe that birth certificate is legitimate?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You know, I said, okay, it's legitimate. Then why did he have to send us the miniature Reader's Digest version? Remember that? Why couldn't he just show the long form from day one? This whole Parsha would have been put to bed. I mean, would have never even happened. He caused all that uproar because he was acting like a guilty guy, right? And then, like, he releases it, and I'm like, well, why did you do that? You know, I don't care. I was never a birther, right? I don't care. But just the fact that you had this thing in your drawer and you wouldn't show it to everybody, and you showed everybody this other fakakta little form. Like, who has a fakakta little form when they've got a long form? It didn't make sense.
I tell you what, I'm going to show my birth certificate right now.
Okay, because I want to make sure you're alive.
No more.
It's in the
no
freezer?
More games.
You keep it in the freezer?
Yeah, because if there's a fire, that's the place most likely to survive a fire.
You keep your birth certificate in the freezer.
So, no more fun and games. Double Ziploc. It's time for me to release.
He keeps his birth certificate
my
in the
birth
freezer.
certificate.
It's ice cold.
Ice cold.
I don't. Woo! It's freezing.
Oops! No, that's my conversion certificate. And here we go.
Kasuba from.
I want to just like come out with this right now.
What country is that?
Let me make sure that nothing's gonna. Okay, so Luke Carey, that's my Christian name. Male, 28th of May 1966, in the District Hospital of Kurri Kurri. Father Desmond Ford, Minister of Religion. Mother Gwen Marie Booth.
Okay, so you better show that to them so they can see it, because
okay,
to them it's just a green piece of paper, lady. Turn around. Okay, so that's his. It's not
because there had been so much controversy, like it's just been tearing up this country long enough. You know, the demand to see my birth certificate, and we've got more important things to talk about on this show than my birth certificate.
We got those three chicks who came over.
It's time for us to let the healing begin.
Okay, so his is valid. I know that's not a Photoshop because like nobody sticks the Photoshop in the freezer. That'd be just stupid, right? So, was that taken when you were arrested? Look at that mugshot. Show people this fucking mugshot, man. That's just nasty. That looks like when he was brought in for male prostitution. Remember that? That was terrible.
That's for sure.
Okay, so there's that. Now.
Oh, here, let me tell you what I had to solemnly swear when I converted to Judaism. I did.
Nobody wants to know it. Okay, don't. It's a whole long thing.
It's not. It's 5 sentences.
Oh God, this is gonna be boring.
That I accept all of the mitzvot of which I am aware that I will learn in the future, both scriptural and rabbinical, binding upon me personally. I undertake to observe the Sabbath, the festivals, laws of family purity, kashrut, both in my home and outside, and laws of charity. Among others, I solemnly accept the God of Israel as the sole indivisible Lord of the universe. I absolutely reject all of my former inappropriate religious beliefs.
Thank you. I'm going to hold you to that last part. That's why I'm here. And your former religious beliefs don't just include Christianity, but also Pragerism. And that was something, and the Reform. And those are different religions than Judaism. And I'm going to hold you to that. And the liberal world savior is here now. Okay, remember that.
Oh, good. I'm glad the liberal world savior is here, because I was getting worried. Like, where's the liberal world savior?
He hasn't been around in a while. Okay, so there's that. So I don't have a lot of namanis. I don't really believe Barack Obama for his word, right? So I have to believe him just to believe what happened, that Osama was really killed. I have to believe Barack Obama. I don't like that. I don't want to have to take his word for it, because his word is not worth anything. He won't come forward by showing us the physical proof he has. So that leaves me in a position where I'm left to trust a guy I don't believe in. So excuse me for not necessarily believing that the guy is even dead. However, Al-Qaeda came out, I think on Thursday?
Yeah, they said he was dead.
And they say he's dead. That I might believe.
Yeah.
Because why would they lie about something that's stupid, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense for them to go, yeah, he's dead, when he's not. I can't think of a reason. Unless you can come up with a reason why they might lie about that.
I believe...
You believe it?
I believe Osama's dead.
You believe Osama's dead. I might believe Obama's dead, but I don't know about... Okay, but I trust Al-Qaeda, right? Now, you're going to say, oh, Rabs, you're, crazy, you don't believe, you got to trust the government never lies. Really? Did you know that the story that they've told from Sunday night when it happened until Wednesday changed 6 times? 6 times! It started off that the first thing that they said, Jennifer Griffin said this on Fox News, she got it directly from them, right? Was there was a bomb that blew up his house a week earlier. It took them 1 week to get the DNA results, and then they handed it back on Sunday night and they went public. That was story number 1. Turned out to be false. Story number 2 was there was a firefight. He shot back. He was holding a woman and he was firing at them and they took him out. That turned out to be false. The third one was he was unarmed but he was reaching for an AK-47 and they shot him. And that turned out to be false. And what was the truth turned out to be? The truth turned out to be a whole different story.